You drive past a golf course on a July afternoon. It's 95 degrees. The sun is brutal, and that fairway is absolutely flawless. Deep green, no brown patches, no dry spots. It looks like someone painted it. Then you get home. Your lawn is crunchy underfoot. The edges are browning. You've been watering every single day, and it still looks stressed. Here's what they don't tell you. Golf courses and homeowners water their grass in completely opposite ways. And the difference isn't the amount of water. It's not the sprinkler system. It's not the budget. It's one single technique, the timing and depth of every watering session, that makes the difference between a lawn that thrives in July and one that barely survives. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that technique is, why it works at the root level, and a simple 30-minute test you can do in your own yard tomorrow morning to start watering like a golf course superintendent. Not with their equipment, with your garden hose. If you're tired of watering your lawn every day and watching it still turn brown, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe right now. I don't sell products. I don't push expensive solutions. I just break down the soil and root science that actually explains what's happening beneath your grass. Subscribe and you'll never look at your lawn the same way again. Here's what almost every homeowner does in summer. They set their sprinklers to run for 15 minutes every single morning. Sometimes every evening too. The top inch of soil stays damp. The grass looks okay for a few hours. Then the afternoon sun hits and everything dries out again. So they water more often, shorter bursts. It feels responsible. It feels like you're helping. Here's what's actually happening underground. When the top inch of soil is constantly damp, grass roots have zero reason to grow downward. Water is always available near the surface, so the roots stay shallow. Shallow roots can't reach the deeper moisture reserves that sit 6 to 12 inches down. When a heat wave hits and that top inch dries out in 2 hours, the roots have nothing to fall back on. The grass panics. It goes brown. You are not watering a lawn. You are training roots to stay weak. Golf courses do the opposite. They don't water every day. In peak summer, most courses water 2 to 3 times per week. But when they water deep. So deep that moisture penetrates 6 to 8 inches into the soil profile. Why does this work? Grass roots are opportunistic. They grow toward water. When the top few inches dry out between waterings, the roots stretch downward, searching for moisture. They go deeper, they get stronger. And once they reach the deeper, cooler soil layers, 6, 8, 10 inches down, they've tapped into a reservoir that doesn't evaporate in a single afternoon. The surface may look dry. That's fine. The roots are drinking from underground. This is how golf course fairways stay green through 100-degree weeks without daily watering. Not because they're drowning the grass, because they train the roots to go where the water never runs out. Now here's how you do this at home, without a golf course irrigation budget. You need to know exactly how long it takes water to penetrate 6 inches into your soil. And that number is different for everyone. Clay soil takes longer. Sandy soil drains faster. You can't guess this. Here's the test. Take an empty tuna can or a straight-sided container. Place it in the middle of your lawn. Turn your sprinkler on at its normal setting. Start a timer. The moment the water in the can reaches half an inch, stop the timer. Write down that time. That's your baseline. Now, and this is the part most people skip, water for twice that long, once the next day. Then wait 24 hours. Then go outside with a screwdriver or a soil probe and push it into the ground. If it slides down 6 inches with almost no resistance, your timing is right. If it stops at 3 or 4 inches, your soil needs longer sessions. Once you know your number, here's the schedule. Water 2 to 3 times per week, never daily. Each session lasts exactly the amount of time it took to reach half an inch in your tuna can, or longer if your soil probe told you need more. The surface will look dry between waterings. That's the point. The roots are following the moisture downward, exactly where you want them. Water in the early morning, before sunrise, is ideal. The water moves into the soil before the sun can evaporate it, and the grass blades dry quickly, which prevents fungus. Evening watering leaves the blades wet all night. That's how disease starts. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you'll notice 3 things. First, the color deepens. Not because you're adding anything, because the roots can now reach moisture that was always there, just deeper than they could access before. Second, the lawn bounces back faster after hot days. Deep roots mean deep reserves. The grass doesn't panic when the surface heats up. Third, your water bill drops. You're watering less often and using the same or less total water. You're just using it better. The one mistake to watch for: if you see the grass turning a bluish-gray color or footprints stay visible in the lawn for more than a few minutes, that's the first sign of drought stress. It means you've gone too long between waterings. Shorten the gap by 1 day and test again. Water less often. Water deeper. Let the surface dry out between sessions. Train the roots to go down, not stay up. That's the golf course secret. No expensive equipment, no complicated system, just understanding what roots actually need and giving it to them. If your lawn is struggling in this heat, drop a comment. Tell me what it looks like right now, and I'll tell you what to fix. Hit like, subscribe, and check out this next video on the homemade fertilizer that feeds without burning, even in July.